Okay, so today our presentation will be what to consider when creating an email. So to start off, I just want to let you guys know that there are different amounts of email providers available. There's so many different companies, programs that obviously you can create an email address, but just for the sake of time and after so much research that we did for this presentation, we realized that the best two options to consider is Gmail with Google and Outlook, which is from the company Microsoft. And I hope that you guys will find this presentation helpful, whether it's creating a new email or even looking into these different providers available. So some of the benefits of having an email, the first biggest one is that you get to communicate with others for free. You can contact anyone who has an email address as well, and you can literally talk to them at any time of day and send as much information as you want with them. Another thing is that it's beneficial for our planet. Email is paperless, and you do not have to worry about writing so many letters, and you can easily type on your phone or any other device. I also know that phones like Google phones or even Androids or also iPhones, they have the option where you can talk into your device and it will write out what you want to say. So that's another awesome feature that you can have access to. So another thing is that it's easily accessible as long as you have internet or also your cellular service. You are able to access your email and send out emails to anyone that you like with that feature. So another thing is with email, you can send out one specific email to so many people. You can add as many people as you want. I know sometimes with text messaging or even like WhatsApp, or maybe if you use like Facebook direct messages, you have a limit to how many people you can like add on to send that message to. But with email, it's really easy to share lots of information, files, pictures, videos with as many people as you like. So it's kind of limitless, which is very nice. Okay, so which service to provide? Like I mentioned, we're going to be going over Google's Gmail and Microsoft's Outlook. Okay, so what is Gmail? Gmail is a free web mail service owned by the company Google. The service is free, but there are advertisements displayed on your inbox, which supports like the cost for running Gmail. And Google has many integrated services within them, like Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Calendar. And on the right side right here, we have kind of like a little glimpse of what it looks like on your inbox. So now for Outlook, Outlook is also a webmail service and a desktop email client owned by Microsoft. Users are able to register again for a free account on Outlook.com or access the paid version either through subscribing through another program that's called Microsoft 365 or even just by purchasing any Microsoft Office products. And similarly to Google, you can also have access to its own calendar, contacts, and you can manage many tasks throughout this service. So here are some also like some alternate email providers. One of them is called Proton Email, a privacy and security focused email service. It uses client-side encryption to protect email contents and user data before they are sent. Another one is iCloud Mail, which is a free email service from Apple. You can set up a @icloud.com email address, either on an iOS device or a Mac computer. And you do that by going to the iCloud and selecting the mail option. Another email provider is Yahoo Mail. This is one of the earliest like email services that has been available, and the current version offers a web interface with a minimal look and support for keyboard shortcuts, and many other features as well. Okay, so now for comparing the providers. So on the left side, we have Gmail, and on the right side, we have Outlook. So both of them are free to sign up. The desktop client option, Gmail does not offer that, while Outlook does. And just a reminder, a desktop client is a desktop program that allows you to manage multiple email accounts within one account. And then Gmail and Outlook do have free mobile apps on both iOS and Android devices. And so for Gmail, you do have access to additional features like Google Sheets, Google Docs, Google Slides. And for Outlook, you do have access to additional features, but you have to sign up for the Office 365. And the access is limited on the free version, so you won't have access to many different other programs within the system. And you can actually use your email of Outlook, which would be the same account for the Office 365. So you don't have to create like a whole different account and worry about, saving one password for one account and one for the other. It's the same account that's joint. And both of the options, you do have to upgrade to a premium account for additional cost. And we can go over like the costs a little bit later, but you do have to get access to more privileged service providers and other things that we'll go over in just a second. So some people like to have multiple email addresses, which some of the benefits of that is you're able to separate like your business from personal and even sometimes your finances. So you can have one email that's strictly for business and then another email that's personal where you can talk to family members or friends and you don't want to get those mixed up. Another one you can have to filter out like spam, any subscriptions or registrations that you may have. Like let's say you subscribe to Netflix and you don't want that to come in with your business emails. You can definitely have a separate multiple email account just that'll be to get any like promotions or anything from Netflix. And it's also such a great idea to have a backup email just in case you might get hacked on one account. Someone might try to get your information from one account. You have another one just in case for future things. So that's also another thing. Another great benefit of having multiple email accounts is you're able to keep your sources of communication organized and separate. So like I mentioned earlier, you don't have to worry about your business email or even personal stuff getting in the way of each other, getting mixed up. And also different email services offer different features. So it's definitely good to be able to access like a calendar on one and then maybe a specific video conference call on the other. And these emails are really easy to set up. They take no longer than 2-3 minutes, and it's pretty much basic information about yourself. So we will also go over that in just a second. Okay, so how to create an email account. So we're going to focus on Google first. So these steps right here are on the web, which you would need access to either a laptop or a desktop. And you can even use a phone or an iPad, anything, and just go directly on the web. So our first step is to go to this website here, https semicolon dash dash www.google.com / and then you type that into the search bar, which is at the very top. And then you would click on the word sign in, which is available at the top right of the page. And then you click on the words create account at the bottom left. And you can either create an account for yourself, for a child, or even to manage a business, which it'll look a little bit different if you're doing that business option, but for yourself or for a child, it's not that different. Okay, so our next few steps, if you're doing this email just for yourself, you would go ahead and select that option, and then you would enter your first, your last name, and you can choose a simple email username, which you can create on your own and using some letters, numbers, or even periods. And then all you would do is do a unique password, again, using 8 or more characters with a mix of letters, numbers, or symbols. And a tip for creating your password, you can also check on a little box that says show password. So then you're able to see what you're typing in case you forget or you want to double check or write it down. So that's also a great option. Okay, so now we'll be doing the Outlook email. So this is again on the web using a laptop, desktop, or even phone, iPad, any kind of device as long as you're using a web browser. So we'll go ahead and enter this URL into the search bar at the very top. And then you're going to go ahead and click on the words create account at the center of the screen. And then you'll go ahead and click on the words get a new email address to create a new account. Okay, and then you'll also go ahead and create a unique password with at least 8 characters. And Outlook also does have the same feature as Gmail where you can select a little box and it'll say show password next to it. So you're able to see what you're typing. And then you'll go ahead and you'll add your first, your last name, birthday, and the country of origin. So now we're going to be seeing some little pictures of Gmail, and we're going to be navigating through just to show you guys some of its basic features that it offers. So here we're starting off with the Gmail app, which again is available on iOS and Android devices. And on the left side here, this is our sidebar where we're given many options to see like our different inboxes, sent, important, drafts, spam, or trash. And then on the right side, this is where when you first go into the Gmail app, this is the interface that you'll see. And I know it doesn't show any mail there, but you can see all of your emails there that were sent to you. And then at the bottom, it actually gives you the option to create a new email, and it says compose. So that's what you'll choose, and then you'll be able to write out the email that you want to send. Okay, so now this is the web interface. So when you're using either Google or Safari or Firefox, this is what you will see. So like I mentioned here now, there are some emails that were sent to you that have been open, have not been open that you are able to see. And it's kind of similar to the app where you have all the options on the left side to see anything that's important, some that are sent, and again, the option to compose, which is to send out a new email. Okay, and some of the features that it offers is at the top, you can see that it says search for emails or recipients. That means that you can search for any text that was included in a specific email that you're trying to look for. You can search that there or even by someone's name. You can also search that there and then you'll see all the emails that pop up from that. And then where it says primary, social, and promotions, those are the different categories of emails. Google likes to separate it manually, like it'll do it for you, but you can also take control over it and add it to separate categories however you feel is more comfortable to make you feel more organized or just to see just to be able to keep it organized so you don't get confused as to what's your primary inbox or anything that's like subscriptions or stuff like that. So like I mentioned, that compose button is to write a new email, and then your inbox is to see all the emails received. The start, this is a specific inbox where you're able to see all of the important emails that you marked as important. The snoozed option is to hide any emails temporarily. And then the sent is to view emails that you sent out to other people. And the drafts is a really nice option because you can start an email and then let's say you need to come back to it later to include some other information or anything like that. You can save it and then it'll be there and then you can send it out whenever you're ready. And then there's also more features down below. So with Google and when you create a Gmail account, you automatically get a Google Meets and Hangout account, which this is a nice option for any video conferencing like Zoom, or you can even get access to free messaging, video, or voice calls with anyone who also has a Gmail account. So that's kind of similar to WhatsApp. And you can also see this, the Meet and the Hangouts directly on your email, so you can, talk to someone and then write emails or go through your emails at the same time, which is really nice. Okay, so here, writing and sending an email. So at the left side, we can see that this is exactly how it looks after you choose the compose. And then you get to add your recipients at the top. Like I mentioned, it's limitless. You can add as many as you like. And then you can add a subject headline, which is the very first thing that they'll see. Like if you want to write like, oh, doctor's appointment, reminder, or something like that, just to kind of summarize what your full body of text will be. And then, like I mentioned, at the bottom, you can write as much info as you need. You can share images, videos, files, links, and then you can also add your signature, which is very nice in case you need to write a professional email. You can save your signature so it can automatically add it to every single email that you sent. And you can also schedule to send an email at a certain date or time, which is really nice in case you want to write something like a day before and then schedule it to send out like first thing the next morning. So that's also a great option. So upgrading to a premium account, upgrading to a paid account is usually recommended for people who have businesses and or need more storage space for pictures, videos, documents, or even enhanced security controls. And you also get to remove the ads that come up on your inbox. But in order to upgrade, you must have a Google Workspace account. And this is a program that provides a custom email domain for your business and includes collaborative tools like Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, Gmail, Meet, and other chat features. And all these, so the difference between this business account and a personal account would be that as long as everyone has this email domain, they can access those features that are specifically for the business. Okay, so here are the plans and prices for the upgrade. So the business starter, which is about $6, $6 or 7 Canadian dollars a month, and it includes more storage, video conferencing. You're able to video conference for up to 100 participants. You get more security controls and you get 24/7 support from Gmail in case anything goes wrong at any point. The business standard plan is 12 US dollars or about 15 Canadian dollars per month. And it includes even more storage than the first plan. You also get video conferencing as up to 150 participants, and you get the recording feature. And the business plus, which is 18 US dollars or about 23 Canadian dollars a month, it offers you up to 5 TB of cloud storage, 250 participants on a call with recording, and it also tracks the attendance of every single person that logs in and logs out of that video conference. And it also gives you enhanced security controls. So all of these options are available at any time to upgrade or to cancel. And the reason why you might want more storage is if you are doing like a lot of, you are sending out a lot of emails with big files or pictures or videos or anything like that, and you want to make sure that it's saved directly onto Google Drive. You do want to get a little bit more storage for that, but I believe it's about or 2 gigabytes that it offers you. I'm not 100% sure, but we can confirm that a little bit later to see how much the free option is available to you. So now we'll be focusing on Outlook. So again, here's the interface for the mobile app of Outlook. On the right side, once you get to add your account, this is the first page that you will see. So you can see that there's already an email there. So that kind of gives you a preview to what you guys will be able to see. And then on the left side, it also has a sidebar menu options. And it's kind of similar to the Google one, which it gives you the inbox, the favorites, sent, drafts, deleted, any junk mail, stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of similar to Google. And here is the interface for accessing Outlook on the web. Kind of the same options available to you. As you can see on the right side, it does have an ad that is also displayed there. So you can also remove that by upgrading to a premium account. Okay, so when viewing an email, when you click directly on a specific email that was sent to you, this is the message that you'll see, and then you'll get a bunch of options on top, like to delete it, send it to the junk, move to a certain category of mail, and then you can also reply back to it or forward it to someone else. And then on the right side, the options that we can see are also the inbox, create a new message, different folders of emails, junk mail. Also, it comes with other programs like Word and Excel that we can see on the left side of that sidebar as well. And for upgrading to a premium account, like I mentioned earlier, users who register for the Microsoft 365 will have access to the fully functionality of Outlook and Microsoft products like Outlook Calendar, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and a bunch of other features. So the first plan that they have available is called Microsoft 365 Personal, which is $6.99 a month, and it comes with more storage, and it's only available for one user. And the next one is the 365 Family Plan, which is $9.99 a month, and it allows access for 6 people. So if you pay those $10, 6 different people are able to use that upgraded plan, and it gives you more data as well. So here are some other business plans that are available. They also come with the other applications for the web, and also more cloud storage, of course, and some enhanced like security features or device management features. The desktop application was what I was mentioning earlier, which is it's already installed into your device. It's not what is it called? It's not like you have to access it on a web browser or through an app. It's already comes on your device installed. So when you do the Microsoft 365 Business Standard Plan, that's what it includes, the installment of that application. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and switch to the live demo. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly show you guys on Google Workspace where you guys are able to see these plans. Like I mentioned, the $6, 12, 18, and here are the features at the bottom for each individual plan. And then you can just click on get started and it'll send you directly onto the page where you can upgrade. The next one is for Microsoft, the premium plans that is offered. Here's the Microsoft 365. And what's really nice about Microsoft is it divides this into like 2 different categories of for home, which are like personal, and then also for business. It does give you more plans. Let's see if it'll go through. Yes. Okay. So yeah, also like Google, it tells you the amount that you have to pay. And also they give you a free 1-month trial. So you can try it out and see if you like it. And at the bottom here, it tells you exactly what you're offered. And then the apps and services that are included down here, which is really nice. And then you can also compare and contrast these different plans. So here they separated like teamwork and communication, and then the check is which one is recommended for that specific category. So yeah, these are really nice websites to look at and just to browse around in case of you're thinking about upgrading. So now here is the interface for Google Gmail. And this is what you'll be able to see. Like I mentioned earlier, your different categories, primary, social, promotions. And then here you can see the start or snooze, sent. And then if we open up to more, it just shows the important. We can scroll down and see more categories here. And then the meet option, which is you can start a new meeting or you can join a new meeting, which the meet is the video conferencing option. And then the hangouts here is where you can also do some video conferencing calls or just regular calls or even messages. So if we compose a new email, we get that option here, like I mentioned, to write out the email, who you're going to write it to, subject, and then here's all where all your text will go. And then we'll just close this. And so yeah, on the right side here, we have the option to switch to the calendar, to Google Keep, contacts even, and then you can, if you want to see more of the applications that they offer, you can just click on get add-ons, which it will show it there. But if you want to access all the applications that they have available, you can just click on this little square where there's a bunch of little circles. And then here you can see all of the applications that Google offers and you have access to. So finance, docs, sheets, slides, books, blogger, hangouts, classroom. There's so many different applications that they have that all do different things. So it's really great. And here is the answer to my question. You get 15 gigabytes for free. This is the free account. So you get 15 gigabytes of storage, of emails, of documents, whatever you're being, whatever you receive, that will all be saved onto your Google Drive. So now for Outlook. So it's kind of a similar interface. It kind of has more options available when you first open up the Outlook email. But yeah, here we can click on an account. Yeah, so the email will display here, and then we can go to sent mail, drafts, folders, junk email, archive, any notes. And on the left side is the applications that you have access to in addition to the email, which is like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, calendar. So all these things are really nice. And then you can also have a groups option here. Yeah, so if I had like a group with a certain amount of people that I wanted to share certain information with, it would come up there. And up here, like I mentioned, you can search for, right here, it already shows suggested searches, which is the emails that I received. It's looking like based off of the email or even the people that, sent out an email to you. And on the right side up here, the video conferencing option that Outlook offers is Skype. It's also, like I mentioned, another Zoom, but you get the same features, video conferencing. And here are some other stuff like settings, or even if you want to see your account. And on the left side here at the top, here are all of the applications that it offers. Some of the most popular ones are like OneDrive, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Skype, Calendar. And then if you want to click here, you can see all of the apps that are available. And here is that option to go to the Microsoft Office, which is where you have more access to more applications. And then also if you want to upgrade your account. So yes, that is everything. I hope it was useful, and thank you guys for listening.